Mobius Lesson 8A homework question number 6. Plot the ordered pairs 2, 5, 1, 4, and negative 1, 8 on the coordinate plane pictured below. Which of the following function goes through these 3 points? So the first thing I'm going to do is graph these, and then we'll discuss which of the function we want to pick. So to graph an ordered pair, the ordered pairs are x and then y. And this is the x-axis. The y-axis, like we explained before, is the tall vertical one, and it kind of matches what a y looks like because a y is tall and vertical. It has this long line in it. We're going to do 2, 5. So we're going to go on the x-axis first, kind of like the game Battleship, over 2 in the x-axis direction, and then up 5 in the vertical direction for the y, which gets us to here. So that's our first one. Then we have the next one, 1, 4. So we're going to go back to the origin, 0, 0. From here we go in the x direction, 1, and then in the y direction up 4, because that's a positive right here. And then the next one, negative 1, positive 8. So back to the origin again, just like we just have to recenter ourselves, 0, 0. From here we go negative 1. And then from here we go up 8, and I see this is 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's our next one. And we'll get a parabola going through all 3 of those points. Just out of looking at these, I can tell this right here is a line. We have 3x plus 4. This is a linear equation, so I know it's not going to be the answer. But I'll still show you how I would go through deciding which of these functions would be the equation for these points. You'll see over here in Excel, I have the 3 functions written down, and what we like to call is a t-chart with the x on one side and the function on the other, and we can go through and find those y's, and if it matches for all 3 of those, that's when we can say, yes, that is the function, and we can select it. So the first thing I'm going to do over here is do equals, because I want it to calculate, and we want our variable x squared, so we'll reference the cell to the left, and shift 6 for the caret, and then the 2 for the exponent of a 2 or squared, minus 2, and then we have to tell Excel to multiply, so we have to press times. It doesn't understand what to do in between the 2 and the x if we leave it blank. So 2 times, again, the same variable, so we'll reference it again, and then add 5. Double checking we have all of this written correctly. We have our cell, or the variable, squared, minus 2 times that same variable, add 5. It looks good. We're going to press enter and fill in the rest of the chart. And we'll do the same thing here. Equals x squared, because this will be our variable, we're going to reference and then shift 6 squared plus 4, and I can click and drag or double click and it'll fill in for me. And even though I know this isn't going to be the answer because it's a line, and I know it's a line because this x is not being raised to a second power, so it is in the standard form of a line, mx plus b, but we're going to do it anyway. So we'll do equals 3 times, because I need to tell Excel to multiply, this variable, or the cell to the left, add 4, and then fill in our chart, just because. Okay, now we're going to come back over here and see which of these matches exactly the ordered pairs for us, 2, 5, 1, 4, and negative 1, 8. And this one is the winner. So we're going to select this as being our function, and it looks like we've answered all the questions. So then we can press how did I do and look for our green check marks. They're both green, and we can move on to the next one.